Hello everyone. So today we are going to work on the parry camera and how to apply a bit of a slowdown to emphasize the parry in action. So here is the demonstration. Let me do a regular attack and now I'll do the parry. So here, when I do the parry, I see both characters clearly because we changed to a closer camera angle and also we slow down a little bit, so the player has time to grasp what's going on in the screen. So yeah, this is what we are going to work on today. Let me show again. Yep, that's okay. Before we get started, here is the full playlist of this project. Everything is implemented from scratch and explained. You can follow these episodes and implement everything by yourself too. And also, if you choose to become a member of my Patreon page, you can access the full file of this project. And also, not just that, there are thousands of other projects I have done in my channel. You can access all those projects as well, so feel free to check it out. I'll leave the link in description below. Right, now let's get started with today's episode. Right, now this is how the current system works. Here, let me so regarding the parry and parry camera. So here, let me do an attack. Fine, so if I parry the next attack, so we don't see any change in the camera. We just see the enemy attack camera. Nothing is changed. So I want to change when the character do a parry. I want to change it to the player's attack camera so that we can clearly see the attack in action. So to do that, let's go to BP, gas, and parry. Right. Here we have this attacker. So let me get some space here. Let's do it like this so we can remove this part from here. Now on the attacker, I'll call, maybe we should possess. So get layer control. Possess this as the input. And then I'll set camera mode to player attack. Let's see what happens. Yeah, see, the camera mode was the camera was changed, but it was a bit sudden, to be honest. I think that didn't really make things clear. See, too much movement. So what can we do about that? So before that, we have another problem. Here, if I go to this hard turn based, and here we have a listener for this on player pawn changed. So here it is free roaming, we show the free roaming hard, otherwise we show the match hard. So here I do a possess this part. So this is going to trigger this event. So this is where I do the binding. Let me remove that. And then when we switch the character in the match, or in player party, let's see, versus player, yeah, this one, it's player party. Okay, here, switch player character, and here we broadcast this match player changed message with the reference to the pawn, the newly possessed pawn. So I can control where this is broadcast, but I can't control where the possess event is called. So here, even though I am possessing a different character, this is to make sure that the character who is currently doing the parrying is attached to the camera, and the camera of that character is used. But we don't really need to trigger that this unpossessed event. So I disconnected that, and here we are already listening to the match dot state. So what can we do here? Here we are listening to the match. So here let's add a new pin and set match player changed. Right, now from here I'll call on player pawn changed. We don't really need to pass this old pawn, new pawn. Oh, actually we are not using it anywhere. Yeah, we are only using it here. So let me remove this. That shouldn't cause any problems. Yeah, that's okay. All right, now we shouldn't run into any problems due to possessing a new character. So, but still, we haven't fixed the camera issue. It's too sudden. So yeah, let's get back to that. Yeah, right. Now let's go here again, and after this stage, let's add set time dilation, set global time dilation. I'll set it to 0.1 and have a delay, maybe 0.2, have a delay of 3, and we need to reset that. Set global time dilation back to 1. This should give some breathing room for players so that it's easier to grasp what's going on when you do the countering with the parry. Let's see. Yeah, I think that made things better. But we can still do some improvements, I think. Okay, I modified the timings to like this, and this is now how it looks. It's much better. One more thing. The angle is not quite right compared to the attack camera. That means here you see choose any character here and you see, let me pause. the character is over here, nicely centered in the screen, and my character is somewhere like this, which makes things very clear. But it was not same when I was countering. Let me show that. See, my character is here, the enemy is over here. It would be better if it is something like this. Now, how do I do that? So I already did that for the attack camera when I set the target. I did it here. Target selection. This is where I set this control rotation. So I think we should put this part inside the character. All we need to do is pass the target reference and set this angle and control rotation accordingly. So to do that, let me copy this, and here, and let's go to my character, and let's add a function set target no look at target. Okay, now this set, this should be replaced with set. And this should be replaced with the target. Control rotation. Okay, now let's test if this works. Up here, I'll just call so no, look at target. This is the target, and I can call the same from Parry as well. Look at target. Should I do it before or after camera? I'm not sure. Yeah. Right. Let's test now. Not quite correct. Okay, I switched these nodes order. I think it's working all right now. Let's see. I think that's okay. Let's try again. Attack target. It's much better. We can now clearly see both the parry in action. the target is not covered from my player character. So yeah, that's I think that's all I wanted to do in this episode. So yeah, thanks for watching. As always, updated project files will be available for download here in the Patreon page. Link would be in the description below. And let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next episode. Goodbye.